Hey everybody, once again it is your Vaping Minuteman today for a juice review of Vape58's Korean Jesus. So stick around guys. Okay guys, we are back, like I said, for an e-liquid review. Now, I haven't done these for a while, simply because, for one, I hadn't had any sent for review. Two, I just haven't had the time. Well, guess what? These were sent for the purposes of the review, but as always, they will go through my 4-tier grading system of flavor, clouds, label, as well as cost. But, you know what? Let's not hesitate. Let's go on over and let's talk about it. So, let's hit the blackboard. Okay, guys. We are at the blackboard. Now, as I said, these were sent over from Vape58, also known as Vape58, right here, as you see. Now, Korean Jesus. I'm going to be flat out with you. I'm not a fan of the name. And I'm going to count that into the label, because that is part of marketing. A label is part of marketing, and we have to really look at it in order to consider it. So for right now, let's go ahead and we will talk about the label. I'm going to put the top on it so I can tilt it. Now, in all, the label is really nice. I have to say, it is a nice label. It's classy and everything else. Now, I will say that I don't think it's some of the best printing, because in the short time I've had this, it has started rubbing off already. But that's not a big deal. I mean, it's just something to point out. It's not like it's something that you're going to be showing off or anything like that. And I haven't noticed anything on my hands or anything like that. So it's not a huge deal, but part of the label has started rubbing off. Now, for label, like I said, I am considering that part of marketing. So, because of the name, I'm going to have to just give it a 3. I really don't like the fact that I have to give it a 3. Because they do have very good marketing, but that name is just, for one, the main reason I say it can be very sacrilegious to a lot of people. So that can really turn off a lot of people using that. And, I mentioned this to the company, and they hadn't even thought of that idea. They hadn't thought about, this could be considered offensive and sacrilegious, so who knows, we may see a name change for this, and if we do, I will definitely let you guys know. Now, flavor, let's take a vape of it and let's talk about it. It's supposed to be a strong fruit blend that you won't be able to get away from. Now, personally, what I taste in it is more of a strawberry, maybe a raspberry, pretty much almost like a fruit punch. That's what I'm tasting in it. It's like a fruit punch. And with it supposed to be a fruit blend, I can taste a little citrusy, so it might have a couple citrusy, like a pineapple, or I really don't taste, maybe it's pineapple is the citrusy I'm tasting. Let me try dripping it on my finger. There's definitely pineapple in it. Definitely pineapple. But I'm definitely tasting a strong strawberry as well. So, for flavor, now mind you, I have vaped this in both a tank as well as an RDA. I actually have been vaping it recently in my my G box from Geek Vape. So I've been squonking it, and it definitely gives that fruit punch flavor. So if that's what they are going for, which it kind of sounds, I'm going to give that a 5. If you guys know, there's very few that I give a 5 to. I give a 5 very lightly. Now, clouds, I really cannot judge on just this liquid. The one they sent me a 50-50. This one, they do have a 100 VG. Or, I'm sorry, a max VG. But on the 50-50, of course, you're not going to get a ton of clouds. But you don't get that dense cloud. But you still, for a 50-50, it does not have that throat hit. And that's what a lot of people worry about. Especially where I'm tasting more of a citrusy. A lot of times you get a real strong throat hit. Especially for a new vapor, this would be a great flavor and a great cloud. Especially for a lot of the mouth-to-lung devices. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give that a 4. I'm not going to give it a 5, but I'm going to give it a 4. Now, cost. This is where it gets really tricky. They sent me a 60 mil. So and they don't have the 60 mil on their website. So I'm going to go off of the 120. Okay? Well, no, you know what? If you're going to try it, you're going to want the 30 mil. And 30 mils is $14.95. That is right on the cusp of a 50-cent per mil ratio. Let's try the 120. The 120 is a lot better. So you know what? I'm going to stick with the 30. We're going to look at both of them. Let me pull up the good old calculator. And we will see. Okay. At $14.95 divided by 30, that's 49.833 cents a mil. So basically 50 cents a mil. Now let's try the 120 and look at where that stands. At 44.95 divided by 120, that's a 37-cent a mil e-liquid. Now that right there, I can get on board with, but I can only give it a 3. And the reason I can only give it a 3 is because it's not 30 cents or below. I like for my 4s and 5s to be 30 to 20 cents and below. So let's go ahead and add these up. It comes out to a 3.75. So comes out a good rate, a good grade. I mean, that flavor pulls up that grade a lot because that flavor is a very strong flavor. So let's hop on back over and let's finish talking about it. Okay, guys, as you saw, it is a very good liquid, especially for a new vapor. This is a liquid that a lot of people will like or you'll hate. I mean, that's basically the way you can look at it. Now, here's the thing. What kinds of tanks would this be good for? Personally, I used it in some RTAs. And because it's a 50-50, I had some issues with some of the RTAs. I had to really turn down the juice flow, which is understandable for a 50-50. So for the 50/50, you're going to be able to use it in a lot of your older tanks. A lot of your newer tanks may not be packed tight enough for a 50/50. It might flow through a lot more and really gurgle your coils. Now, like I said, I'm going to flip back to the blackboard and I'm going to show you guys something. This is one of the big things when it comes to liquids like this. Look at those coils. Now, mind you, I've dripped this for 2 days. Look at those coils. They are clean as can be. There is no whatsoever problems with those coils. Those coils are clean. No gunk up, so I give them props for that. That is something that a lot of companies make mistakes on. They make it to where it's very hard if you actually... Oh my goodness. I love my Aura, but why in the world is this so hard to get on today? Wow. I don't know why it's not wanting to go on. There we go. Those O-rings are tight. Now, can I recommend it? Yeah, I can recommend it. Would it be something that personally I would buy again? The 50/50, probably not for the 50/50. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to the Max VG, I probably would. So, I mean, it's a give and take there. Because I do like it. I mean, I do like the flavor of it. But it's just, right now for me, it's a little thin. So if you like a 50/50, this would be perfect for you. The flavor's there. I mean, it's pungent. But we are heading out of here, guys. Don't forget, as always, go out there, sign up for CASA, because, like I always tell you, they may not be the best, they may not do everything for us, but you know what? They're the best we have right now. Also, sign up for the VTA newsletters. Maybe I'll start including that also down in the description. It's free. You get to find out what's going on with the VTA as well. And they've pretty much taken the lead on a lot of things with vaping. So, we're going to head out of here, guys. And don't forget, also, come over, hop in my Vaporium, hop in my Discord, hop in the Vaporium Discord. Let's talk it up. We are heading out of here. As always, you gotta fight for your right to vape. Yeah! See you guys. Hey, if you like what you've seen here, there's much more to come. Just click one of the 2 boxes up here in the corner. And you know what? If you've liked it, make sure to subscribe. Just click the little button right there. Talk to you later, guys.